We have been with Farm Costing Solutions for about 10 plus years now, and have been using their system on the series farms for quite some time. Simonium was until recently still using a handwriting system. Labor these days is our greatest expense, and we must manage it in the best possible way. And that is why we implemented it at Simonium as well. I definitely think there's a new generation coming about. I think systems in the past were not important to agriculture. You could pretty much sum it all up on the back of a cigarette box. But nowadays it is a business, so cost management is becoming more and more important. Also, the type of products you farm with has become important, so to be able to take it back to per block or per cultivar level, you need a system like Farm Costing Solutions to show whether it's still profitable to farm with certain cultivars. So to get that kind of detail you do need systems that will show you the data. I think to plan for the future one looks at certain cultivars to see what you need to expand on further. So you look specifically at the total cost management per cultivar, per block and per commodity, to determine what the most profitable commodity to continue with is. It is certainly the most important, because labor is the biggest cost by far, and is certainly also the most important component to consider when going to the cost chain looking ahead. I also think that with labor increasing so much lately, it has become the main focus of cost management, and you should get the data of your costs as accurate as possible. We are also starting to move more and more in a direction where the human per hour side of labor is increasingly becoming more important. So you can budget for a certain amount of hours for the person to perform a certain task. And the only way you can get it right is to keep a close eye on everything, and that's definitely what the system does. If you are considering a new system at all, there are certain changes that need to take place at a business level as well. The system can bend a certain percentage and be accommodating, but there are certain ways of thinking that needs to shift on a business level as well. So there definitely was a bit of a different view that needed to be cultivated with the managers and with the owners, to get them to understand that this is the modern way to look at labor costs. But because the system has been evolved over so many years, especially for agriculture, there is a lot in the system in the way Farm Costing Solutions works. Is how majority producers currently do their wages and calculate their labor. For us, service is very important, especially with labor. We cannot tell 500 people in the morning when they have to start harvesting that they still have to wait for the hardware to load, or they have to wait because we cannot load them onto the system. So over time we have experienced very good service. Secondly, what was also important for us was to go to businesses that look at a broader picture than just the time management section. We are also on the crest, the complete payroll system that integrates with Farm Costing Solutions, and also their farm management solutions, where all our sprays happen. To be able to get the total cost per block, you need a system that takes into account everything that happens in that block and captures all the costs that happen there. And we get that from Farm Costing Solutions. We are definitely part of the family, and we know who to contact. They already know you by name when we call. We are certainly very happy. So what makes the Farm Costing Solutions overall package very appealing is because there are a variety of products they offer, and you only need to create and employ once, and create a block once, and all the databases that are in SQL make you only have to do this once. So as far as the admin time of the data processing is concerned, it is much more efficient. You can handle so much more staff data with the same admin staff because the system does a lot of the integration for you. So it's definitely a big plus point to consider.